All right, today we're going to learn a little bit more about area. And area is the amount of stuff that is inside of a geometric shape. So in this case, we're finding the area of squares and rectangles with fractions as a side. So we're going to be practicing multiplying fractions and we're going to be practicing finding area. So the first thing we need to know is what is area and how do I find it? Well, area is, like I said, everything inside of a figure. It is also length times width. So, the length of a side times its width. So in this case, I have a rectangle that is 1 1/5 millimeters wide and then 1 millimeter tall. So I'm going to multiply these two side lengths together to find out my answer. So let's start by doing 1 1/5 times 1. And this one is pretty easy because anything times itself is just itself. So my answer to 1 1/5 times 1 is just 1 1/5. Perfect. Now let's try this one. All right, so this one is 1/2 times 1/2. And remember, area equals length times width. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 1/2. If I multiply my numerators, because when we're multiplying fractions, we do the top numbers by each other and then the bottom numbers by each other. So 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4. So the answer here is 1/4. Great. This one, 3/5 times 1 is just 3/5. 1/2 times 1/2 would be 1/4. Okay, this one is a little bit more difficult, so I'm going to do this one with you. Okay, so what if we have 1 2/5 times 1 1/2? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change these to improper fractions. And to do that, I multiply the whole number times the bottom number and then add the numerator. So 1 times 5 is 5, plus 2 would be 7/5. And this in this case would be 3/2. So the answer that I would get is 7 times 3 is 21. 5 times 2 is 10. So the answer would be 21 tenths. Perfect. And so yeah, just do this until you get a SMART score of 70 if you're doing this on IXL, or if you're doing this in your packet. I hope that this helps you understand how to find the area in your packet. So good luck.